and I own an all-electric lawn care company called Quiet Lawn. We're in the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area, and I just wanted to show you our setup because I get a lot of questions about from other companies that use gas equipment about our setup and you know, whether or not our equipment's able to handle the kind of work that you can with gas equipment. So I'll go ahead and turn you around here and I'll show you our setup for 2019. Alright, so as I said, the name of our company is Quiet Lawn. We've been in business. We started operating in the mowing season in spring of 2017. So we've been in business operating a little over 2 years. We've had a tremendous amount of growth in that time. We started out here with the Isuzu NPR box truck, and that was our original setup, and the only services that we offered were mowing and mulch. You know, we've doubled or tripled in growth each year, and since then we've added sod installation and weed control and fertilization. We've gone from just being myself the first year to right now we have I believe there's 5 of us in the field and there's 1 office manager. So we've seen a tremendous amount of growth, and if you're wondering if you can operate a decent sized business with battery powered electric equipment, you definitely can. We see tremendous growth, and we're going to continue to grow each year. So let me go ahead and show you here. This box truck, this is Isuzu NPR. This is our mowing setup. We use mean green stalker stand-on mower, and yes, that is battery powered, and yes, they do make commercial grade electric mowers. If you're going to get them, I definitely recommend Mean Green. They're a family-owned business out of Ohio, and they make a fantastic product. So I think we have right about 630 hours on this mower, and you know, have had one tiny issue in the last 2.5 years, and Mean Green overnighted us to part, and we had it fixed within an hour. So an amazing mower. Show you the rest of our setup. You can see not much different than a traditional setup with gas equipment. You know, just the only difference is we use batteries, and we have a ton less maintenance on our equipment. You can see right here that we have all of our chargers for our various equipment, for our mower, and for all of our handheld equipment. And all we do when we get to the shop every night is we plug everything into the shop, and it's charged for us the next day. So you can see we've ran electrical cords out of the truck, and we plug it in right here at the shop. We've got dedicated breakers for our equipment, and it's ready to go the next day. We can typically mow about, our average size lot is probably 1/5 to 1/4 of an acre, and we can mow about 20 to 25 a day with that mower on one charge. So you know, battery power, you know, having enough battery is not really an issue. For our handheld equipment, I've used everything, I've demoed everything, but I've found that Ego is the best by far. And I've made several review videos for the various Ego equipment that we use, as well as the Mean Green if you're Stalker, if you're looking for more information on any of them. But just amazing equipment, and definitely holds up to commercial use. This is our newest addition this year. This is a 2018 Dodge Ram ProMaster. Eventually I want to, I love this van, and eventually I want to switch this box truck over to another van, because these are just so, they get much better gas mileage. They've got a V6. I've actually got the same amount of length in the back of it as this box truck. It's just a little bit more narrow. So I could still operate a mowing operation out of one of these Dodge Ram ProMasters by putting a ramp on the back. But currently we use this as our weed control and fertilization setup, and we use the organic based products from Greene County Fertilizers, which I highly recommend. But if you're wondering, our skid steer here, our 200-gallon electric sprayer, our 200-gallon skid sprayer is also electric. It's got an electric pump on it. You know, most companies you see are using one with a gas motor. They've got a Honda motor or something else on there. But we've also got an electric pump on this, and this was built by Florida Sprayers, Barry at Florida Sprayers. So if you guys are looking for something similar, you know, I definitely recommend it. I would never put a gas unit in a van like this, you know, with the risk to the driver. But you know, the benefit to having all electric equipment is we don't have the issue with fumes and things like that. This rig kind of pulls double duty right now. This is also our landscaping install rig. As I said, another big part of our business is mulch and sod installation. So you can see that we've got this set up to spray for our lawn treatments for weed control and fertilization, and we've also got it set up to you know, to do mulch and sod installations, and also trimming shrubs and palms and things like that. But as far as the equipment, you can see we've got more Ego equipment in here. We've actually got Mean Green used to make handheld equipment as well the first couple of years. Since then they've stopped, but we still have some of the old equipment, and it works very well. But we just decided to switch to the Ego last year, just because Mean Green's no longer making the handheld equipment. But you can see there, that's our setup. Same as our other truck, everything's wired in so that we can quickly charge all of our batteries overnight, and everything's ready to go once we come in the next day. Differences over running an operation with gas equipment, which I have before. I've had other landscaping businesses before. The biggest thing I notice is the difference in the amount of maintenance needed. There's almost no maintenance needed on this equipment. This mower, you pretty much change the blades once a week and charge it, and that's it. You know, you got a couple wheels you got to grease on the front, you know, maybe every 100 hours or so. But besides that, there's no belts, no pulleys, no hydraulics, no oil, no gas, no filters. You know, almost zero maintenance. If anything goes wrong, anything breaks, it's pretty easy to switch out. You don't have any major components really, like a motor or hydraulics like you would on a piece of gas equipment. So you know, each blade has its own electric motor, each wheel has its own electric motor. It's just much simpler to deal with if you have an issue. And like I said, we've had one tiny issue in 2.5 years, so I've been very happy with everything. But that's our setup. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'd love to help if this is something you're interested in, and if you're curious if this can handle the kind of volume you're wanting to handle. It definitely can. Like I said, you know, this is our really just over 2 years operating, and we've done very well. We're hoping to add a second mowing crew either at the end of this season or early next year. We're going to fill up our weed control and fertilization route, and we've already got pretty much a full-time landscaping install crew, so you can definitely do it. You know, we knock out 80 to 100 lawns a week pretty easily with this setup, and still, you know, have a long weekend. So you know, if you've got a high volume operation and you're curious about making the switch, you can definitely do it. Thanks for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions. Please leave a comment and like our page. Thank you.